Hey everybody, my name is Patrik Williams and I'm a progressive folk artist. I guess where I came from, I'm heralding from England, but when I was 4, moved here with my family. My family, we've all been involved in music in some way. With my sisters all following career paths related to music, and my parents meeting in a rock band. And I guess music's always been a part of my life. I'd say I have many inspirations, people like Tommy Emmanuel, and I feel like my most recent inspiration has to be a man named Daniel Champagne, who is an Australian singer-songwriter who just has inspired me with my guitar playing and instrumental work to make music that just creates emotion that I've never heard in any other genre before. I think for me, my fondest memories come from later on in high school when I was involved in this show called Creative Generation. It basically is this live televised event of school students performing on stage, upwards of over 1,000 students being involved. I was very lucky to be a featured vocalist at this, and they gave me opportunities in like group work and in solo projects as well to really develop my career, and it's really helped in my in today's music that I'm creating. And the performance aspect within that really hit home with me and really allowed me to get comfortable with performing in front of thousands of people. And now when I'm in smaller venues and things like that, it really just has helped me get there.
It's just one of those things that I always think back and I'm like, it's amazing I got to do that.
I was nervous. I didn't have my heart really in study and just doing maths and sciences and things like that. My heart never really felt connected to that. I always found it difficult to pay attention in classes as well. And it wasn't until about grade 11 when I really started to get into playing the ukulele that my heart started to feel connected to something. I loved performing in my school concerts and things like that. I also performed singing lead vocals in jazz bands. And I also was involved with choir performances, which really honed my collaborative skills in my earlier years. And also gave me great technique and advice on how to control my vocals, and just allowed me to develop that craft. And I realized that music is something that I could see as a potential career when I started this. I started writing little songs here and there and just playing some of my favorite songs and learning how to do it. And as it went on, when I got into grade 12 and I heard about the Bachelor of Popular Music course at the Gold Coast in the Conservatorium, I had this goal, which was I'm gonna do everything I can to get into that course.
I remember way back when I was starting, I was the most nervous wreck ever on stage. I would freeze up, I would be fidgeting and just wouldn't be able to control my vocals or anything like that. But as I kept doing it, and over the years as I've gotten more comfortable with people, going to markets and performing, and just developing and harnessing my craft, I've realized that I've managed to develop a lot more confidence in who I am, and it's definitely thanks to those early performances.
Going through high school, I found it quite difficult at times to study and follow the normal way of things, as I found that it was just not quite how I like to learn things. But as music started to become more of my life and entertaining in general, I realized that there was a whole other side to the world that I didn't even know about.
What I do for work, I do have a casual sort of position at a business in the city, which I do work at occasionally. However, my main income throughout the majority of this year has been through gigging. But it's been important for me to find places at bars and venues to perform, and being able to just figure out how to market myself. That was probably the hardest thing, actually. The paperwork and things like that. But it's always worth it when you get on stage and just start performing to a crowd of people. No matter if it's like 2 people in the corner of a smoky diner or like hundreds of people on the stage. It feels really amazing to be performing. And I'm still in the early stages of it, obviously. But I have managed to make a form of living out of it. And going into 2019, I'm going to be further developing that.
Just wish that I could read to those times, but I will try to dream.